Welcome back, guys, and here we are, round number 3 time, and I gotta say, Vim, ito talaga ang pinaka-hype matchup natin sa araw na ito so far. We got some two big guns looking to gun and looking to make it to the group stage, and I gotta say, it's kinda sad kasi isa dito sa dalawang teams na to ang mahuhulog sa lower bracket dahil sa matchup na ito. But we got Hashira and Subversive facing off. But before we get into that, syempre, we gotta thank our sponsors real quick. Thank you to Globe at Home. With Globe at Home, you can recreate the world right at home. Love up your gaming experience at home with Globe at Home's on-the-plan $28.99 with speeds up to 100 Mbps. Visit shop.globe.com.ph or the Globe store near you.
Of course, the official PC partner for KDR Tournament Series, Legion Philippines and Intel. Stylish outside, savage inside. You can join the Legion Philippines community on Facebook to get the latest product updates and tips on how to maximize your Legion device. Don't forget to follow the official Legion Philippines on Facebook and Instagram at Lenovo Legion PH.
And we are powered here by XSplit. XSplit Broadcaster is a simple, powerful, and flexible live streaming software. Download and try out the free version today. And don't forget, guys, we have giveaways happening on stream. Just like, share the stream, use the hashtags that you see down below or whatever gets featured there on a little bit of our notifications. And we have Gcash from Globe at Home. We have an amazing headset there from Legion Philippines, and we even have some premium license there from XSplit to kickstart your broadcasting career. So all in all, big shoutouts and big thanks to our sponsors here for the KDR Tournament Series. Week number 2 na tayo though, Mr. Vim. And dito sa Wildcards, mukhang malapit ang mga labanan talaga natin. We've been getting so many teams who have been featuring themselves. Kanina, nakita natin nanalo yung Defiant Gaming against Puyat Esports. Tapos nung round number 2 naman, Blitzkrieg over Synchro GG. Pero ito na talaga, Hashira versus Subversive. And I gotta say, the thing about these two teams that they have been champions of the weekly Sweaty Nights tournament series, and it's interesting because it is gonna be a matchup of champion versus champion basically in this game.
Definitely. And of course, these two teams are have rosters of very, very high elo in terms of matchmaking. You know, you have Radiant players on either side. And this is something that I've been looking forward to.
You know,
Hashira versus Subversive.
It is. You know what I also been looking forward to? Na tipong, oy, game na. I'm on the edge of my seat. And I realized my seat is all the way down pa.
I was about to say, but I was like, okay.
Hindi, ganun talaga yun. Ako sobrang hype na para sa matchup na to. Kahit yung chair ko hindi, doesn't matter. Kasi andito ako para sa matchup talaga to. Mistakes were made by the chair, not me. Because I just sat up and I'm like, I'm at attention. It's like you get called by the teacher in class, right? And you're like, I'm listening. I didn't fall asleep or anything like that.
Too cool for school. That's why I'm here.
Ganun ba yun? Ang cool na nga ng outfit mo talaga dyan. But hey, bind na naman tayo dito, Mr. Vim. Has been the best of one gameplay here. Round number 3 na tayo dito sa upper bracket. At mukhang Hashira versus Subversive. Gotta give thanks though to these two teams really giving their all and giving their time here for the KDR series. We got Jeremy, Rabbit, Symbol, EJ, as well as Himiko. If you guys don't remember, Jeremy is the renamed RTZ from then. And he's playing that Omen. Rabbit gonna be on the Breach. Symbol, of course. Sova time na naman para kay Symbol, EJ, and Himiko. They can go for the duelist there. At si EJ ang mag-erase. Pero si Himiko, sabi niya, Cypher time tayo dito.
I'm really liking this team composition so far. You know, double intel, you got that single duelist, and you have that primary smoker in the form of Omen Jeremy. Looking forward to seeing what he will do there. But of course, for the side of Subversive, we have CMS PH on that Sova.
Interesting.
Young Pork on Brim. Nobru. Okay.
Right now.
Nobru is a new stand-in here, or perhaps a new member for Team Subversive. Pretty interesting. Joko, of course, on that signature jet, and Foods, of course, on his Cypher.
Pansin ko though, CMS is on the Sova, and you know, giving space for Nobru to play that second duelist. Usually, CMS is on that duelist or the Sage in terms of those pocket strats. Pero Hashira, in the meantime, sila talaga ang paano ba? Sila ang pioneer in a way of Breach gameplay dito sa PH scene eh. Sila ang isa sa pinakaunang teams na nag-pick up ng Breach at tipong linaro talaga to the best efficient degree, even beating out the likes of Bren in terms of the Breach matchup from the very get-go. So Hashira talaga, this is a team you always have to watch out for. I've been a big fan of them since the beginning of their team, and from what I've been seeing from them so far, it's just them getting better and better every single time. Dito naman sa Subversive though, they have always been a mainstay of the Valorant PH community. Much love to them, truly. And ito na talaga. They're on the defense. Hashira muna ang aatake dito sa bind, at mukhang split push muna tayo dyan. Hanap ng pitas. Tingnan natin sino mapapatay patay at sino ang pwede pumunta sa site na kailangan nila puntahan.
Looks like they are playing a bit of a shower sided offense here. Looks like they are trying to secure the orb and gonna be rotating back to a default position. Yung spike nasa market pa rin. Okay, I like how slow they're playing this pistol round.
Pag iniwan mo spike dun sa gitna talaga ng mapa, it just means you're not committing on anything without bringing it.
Playing the info game, which is great.
Info game, pick game, at as we see, yung Spike Miso namamalengke para mukhang may mag-pick up sila. Uber Eats right here, pero here we go again. Hashira ngayon trying to push onto A short, pero a beautiful dart there from the side of CMS will be able to get that intel. At ang Subversive ngayon, ginagamit lang yung utility para lang pumagal konti ang push ng Hashira. Cypher also with the camera gameplay, pero mukhang TP muna tayo dito sa B side at pinick up na ng Hashira yung Spike. They are gonna go for the push. Simple though, gonna be able to get a little bit of effect there on the young port, pero si Nobru na dyan rin, nakatago, pero si Rabbit ang makakapatay. Beautiful setup there from the breach and a good initiation there for Hashira to move on in first. And then naman si Foods, ayan na naman si CMS. 3v1 na biglaan dito. Container defense for EJ. Kaya diba nag-hold? Hindi mangyayari yun with Joko pushing, where we see Foods again just lurking and killing out of nowhere.
I mean, Foods is a very, very patient player. And he knows his way around those sites, especially on that Cypher. Alam na alam niyang laruin yung mga talagang cyber cages. And, you know, he's a really smart player. It's very consistent performance time and time again. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do here against Hashira. Napakaganda ng take ng Hashira doon, no? Pero parang ginawa ng Subversive, nag-play sila ng retake. It's a very smart play to do.
Yeah, naunahan pa nila yung spike down basically. Hindi pa makaplant ng objective yung Hashira. Andun na kagad CMS at si Foods. And right now, you know, my heart is hurting a little bit, Vim. Kasi yun nga iisip ko, best of one lang between these two teams. I gotta say, from what I've seen so far in their history, both of these teams deserve to make it to the group stage. Pero ngayon, one will stay in the upper bracket. The other one will have to work it out sa lower bracket. At mahihirapan talagang kung sino man ang maglaglag dito. Pero tingnan natin kung kaya ng Subversive i-keep ang momentum na ito. Kasi doon na naman si Foods nasa loob. There we go with the Cypher Cages. That's gonna be a flash avoided though. As si Foods palapit na palapit. Young Port even coming in from behind. Si Nobru naman 2 HP na Dream. Pero ito na si Hashira kagad. Nakadalawang patay biglaan. Where are they gonna go? On the B side they stay. At mukhang Subversive backing on out. Looking to go for the retake from the hookah.
I mean, holy cow. I've never seen a 4-stack offense explode out of hookah right there. And kahit naka-classic lang sila, I mean, grabe yung explosive force stand.
May right click eh, di ba? Ang daming bala na pwede tumunta doon. Pero si Joko ngayon, go for the dash, pero huli siya ng fault line. At ayan ang Hashira using the breach to the best degree. All up to CMS right now, but a thrifty win there from Hashira. And that was an explosive offense there. As you said, quad feed from the hookah. They just decide, hey, we're all here.
Pagka wala ng cage, biglang boom.
Boom, wala na.
Nagulat si Dobro.
Surprise! Happy birthday!
Nagulat si Dobro doon. Pero, grabe no, nag-committing SVR ng 4 na Spectre, if I'm not mistaken, during that round. Very, very costly.
Tatlo ang nasa kamay ngayon ng Hashira. May Vandal na rin si EJ at si Rabbit. Nitingnan niya ano babalan niya. Oh, he's gonna be able to get the Vandal as well. So Subversive now is forced to play the Eco. Really good play there from Hashira. At grabe talaga sa mga B-take nila. They always use the corridors there to make sure their breach can be very, very effective. Nakita natin yung last time na tipong nakatago lang yung breach. Bigla ka lang masastan at huli ka doon. At speaking of that one, yung huli kanina si Joko. Trying to go for the top. Pero ang bababa siya at the wrong time. At mababa rin siya ng konti. 56 HP on that jet.
Looks like, of course, Hashira has the gun advantage right now. Looks like they will have the element of surprise as well. Look at the blocking that they're exhibiting here. Grabe yung map real estate na kinukuha nila.
It's free real estate at mukha talaga here in this housing bubble. Tingnan natin kung sino talaga makakatayo ng hotel later on. This is a monopoly
Game of Monopoly.
Yes, sir. And yo, Boardwalk, what's it? A or B? As EJ right now is still controlling the hookah here. Hashira again though, playing for picks. Mas mabagal talaga ang laro ng Hashira ngayon.
I mean, they don't have to rush things. They have so much time, 40 seconds on the clock, but then Spike is now on the move towards hookah, it seems.
Interesting. So Jeremy has the spike and they have to commit on B unless they can make it to the TP. Pero ngayon naghahanap sila ng distraction at si Himiko patay kay Joko ngayon. EJ daw in the meantime trying to get a tap. Mukhang huli nila konti yung Reyna nag-transition. Pero si Foods na naman malapitan mo. Gulat si Rabbit, patay kaagad siya. Flashback though set up. EJ can't go for the flights there and Hashira gonna be planting here on B.
That was a good bait and switch, diba? May presence dun sa defense connector from backside. And then all of a sudden, Foods with that shorty. I mean, that guy does some crazy stuff with that shorty.
Oh my god though, Joko trying to get a shot there, but Jeremy will get that takedown. Ito ng Hashira with the gun advantage. Doesn't matter if the numbers are there, but CMS actually gets the wall bang. Actually catching out Jeremy there, but EJ right now still staying alive. Young Pork with the one tap, where the shock dart is there. 19 HP, one more lineup to go. Tago muna dito sa may sulok, pero Recall Bolt into the one tap. Young Pork will do it! At ang Subversive ang magwawagi dito. Thrifty, meet Thrifty. What a clutch there from our Brimstone. And Singularity pa talaga ang hawak niya doon.
Sulit na sulit ang bilis sa skin.
Tama lang yan.
Pero talagang SVR napakalupit nila sa mga Sheriff. Hilig-hilig nila sa Sheriff. And look at that. Look at that beautiful skin. Ginasusan ng Radiant mga kaibigan.
Oh. Worth the Radiant?
Worth
the Radiant. Pabili naman ng bundle nga dyan mamaya. But there you go. Subversive doing it with the Sheriffs. Kanina nakita natin si Joko nakapatay ng isa, and that gave a gun there to Subversive to use. They had the numbers advantage. Hashira trying to rely on the guns they had, and in the end, it just jams and it doesn't work out for them. So Subversive ngayon ang nanguna dito sa ating scoreline. Good defense so far here from Subversive.
It's also pretty interesting that Hashira keeps on going for B site, although it seems that this round perhaps the spike will be moving towards A. Alam nila yung Cypher has a really good hold on B, but they've been attempting the same execute. CMS though takes down EJ.
Yeah, executed kagad si EJ doon. Hashira ngayon na nagre-rely talaga sa mga breach plays na para makasetup. Pero ngayon sa Subversive, look how they're playing it, Vim. Ang layo ng mga setup nila from one another. They're making sure na isa lang mga front line also. And they're not taking the usual angles. So it's not gonna get predicted by Rabbit unless it's scouted out by the Sova and the Cypher. So Hashira ngayon having to rely on the utility para makita ng iba. Pero si Joko nagbabatay ng short at he will get the short end of the 6 si Rabbit makita sa kanya. CMS though with a 3 frag on Tahimiko. Ito nasa loob ng smoke si Rabbit na makakapatay na naman. And it's 3v3 as Ace planting is gonna be in order here for Team Hashira.
Napakadelikado ng angulo na yan. Sitting on top of APC, definitely someone has to watch over showers. Pero, sometimes you just have to trust your teammates to watch, cover the angles that you're not. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them. 3v3 situation right now.
Yeah, si Rabbit papatay dito sa showers. Manalo siya against Food Symbol is there also by the lamps. And it seems like here for Team Hashira, they're winning out the fights. Pero okay to kay Nobru kasi makahanap na siya ng isa. Pwede na. Pero Jeremy with the flank and Hashira again doing it the Hashira way. Go around the opposition, get the backstab on. And 2-2 ang ating score dito.
Ult economy in favor of Hashira as well. We have a showstopper, we have Rolling Thunder, and some perhaps a cheeky Omen play coming in there. And of course, the Omen teleport can be used for the info game as well. And they have been playing that info game, making full use of that double intel combo, which is very, very important, especially on attack phase. You want to know who's playing where. And, no need to rush at all, and Hashira knows this very well.
Yeah, di ba pinag-usapan natin kanina, they're using the intel to allow Rabbit to set up. At kanina nakapush talaga sa A site dahil lang doon. Hashira though, able to tie up. Subversive in the meantime, mukhang eco round na naman sa kanila. Pero we've seen before na ang eco round para sa Subversive, nakakatakot pa rin because their sheriff one-taps are so good. Jeremy though catching out CMS. Si Joko nasa ilalim lang ng hookah at mukhang Subversive nag-iintay kung sino man ang pupunta dito. Pero ang A site, boss, parang walang tao doon sa Iatol,
Yeah, parang they are taking that gamble. On an eco run, sometimes you can stack the site. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it completely backfires here. They do have sufficient info na walang tao sa A site. However, hindi nila dala yung spike, Daks.
Yeah. So, kukunin muna nila, balik ng palengke, tingnan nila kung ano mangyayari dito. And Subversive right now can actually look for a pick-off, but Hashira rotating very quickly. So, sakto ang ikot nila, punta muna yung mga UP ikot, B2A ikot ka natin. Sakay ng jeepney para lang makadaan ng ibang klaseng parte ng mapa na ito. And there we go again. Hashira going for the plant. Will be able to get it onto A site, and Subversive now has to rotate and move accordingly. And Symbol is waiting for someone to come.
I wonder if they're actually going to try to go for it or kung mag-exit frags na lang sila dito. Maybe try to get a gun here and there.
Oh, ayun na nga. Gun obtained. You found it. There you go.
Gun obtained.
Gun obtained. Parang quest lang talaga sa mga RPG. Pero ang quest ng Subversive dito, makahanap pa ng ibang mapapatay. Joko though, absolutely loco with that sheriff. He's just trying to go for the wall banks just in case may nakatago dyan. And Subversive is calling out their opponent. Tipong, hoy, punta kayo dito. Baka makuha mo yung baril dahil sa inyo. But EJ and Jeremy will answer back. They will get to tago muna dyan ang Reyna. And that's gonna be that for the round. I believe one more peek should do it though from Nobru. And he's walking around with a frenzy. Naghahabol. Kaya pa niya mapatay. Oh no, the recoil doesn't connect. And si Nobru sasabog dun sa spike rin. But, oh, Foods. Foods, ba't ka nag-Neural Theft, boss?
Maybe he just wanted to make it a costly round for him.
I don't get that Neural Theft. I honestly don't get it.
Perhaps it was a bit of a fat finger. I don't know.
I think force of habit lang talaga as a Cypher eh.
After you get a kill, and then
tapo mo na yan.
Give me a corpse.
Give me a corpse. Ayun, given a corpse, pero sadly, yung intel na yun, wala na kwenta kasi balik naman pareho.
I mean, you know, everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, it's
perhaps
okay.
that was just a bit unfortunate. But here, Hashira took that round. Of course, Eco ang SVR nun, so they did not have to expend their ultimates. They can use it this round, perhaps sparingly.
And Foods did a really good job there at least getting the exit. Pero ito na ang impact kagad ni Joko. Umpisa pa lang, mapapatay niya si Jeremy. Goodbye to the Owen. But Hashira still has 4 of those ultimates including the Rolling Thunder. Kung kita natin kung sino kaya magagalob dito, sino kaya ma-earthquake bigla sa may A site. Kasi ito na yung Spike, palapit ng palapit at si Rabbit naghahanap ng setup para lang makahuli ng kalaban.
Napahirap i-predict ang galaw ng Hashira ngayon. And actually, matagal ko na silang hindi nakita maglaro. You know, they've been playing a lot in other local tournaments. And this is one of the first few big tournaments we've done in quite a while. And very, very happy to see Hashira evolve so much over that short time span.
They all evolve every single time, and this is a team that has been catered to and has been nurtured by the Hashira management to be the best that they can be. Pero ito na si Joko though, he's absolutely crazy again with those kills. Mga mapapatay pa niya ang isa pa. And this is why you put him on the jet, right? He's so impactful at the very start of the game.
Absolutely. And of course, ito si Joko, ano eh,
30
medyo
seconds left.
nakasama ko yung SVR for quite some time the past week. And alam ko yung favorite catchphrase nila. They call each other Bes.
Bes.
So si Joko sabi niya, Bes, nandito na sila sa B. Rotate na tayo, Bes. And
Sweet naman nila. Pero ngayon, it's not about the sweetness. It's about how they can actually get these kills. Kasi Spike planted, post-plant ngayon muna tayo dito. Si EJ daw, pupunta sa may elbow at huli niya si Nobru. CMS daw. And Foods all go down to Himiko versus si Youngport na dyan. At to now, si EJ, 2v1 ngayon. Si Symbol daw, using the Neural Theft from his teammate to try and play it out. Sadly though, wala na siyang shock darts and a beautiful molly there to get the lineup. I don't think Symbol can. Oh, he can actually push, but he gets sa Joko. Time is on the essence here, and Symbol will do it! Mukhang hindi na lang tinuloy ni Youngport yung defuse na yon at si Symbol ang makakapatay. Kala ko talaga na zone out na kagad ni Youngport gamit ng molly, pero gulat na lang sa Subversive. Gulat na lang sa Subversive, nakapatay kagad si Symbol ng dalawa doon.
I think they were really unaware that Symbol was there sa hookah. And let's take a look at this instant replay powered by XSplit. And kita mo yung molly biglang ano eh, parang tumalbog eh.
Ayun nga. Kasi inisip ko tumalbog for a reason, right? Para lang tumama dun sa main entranceway. Pero unfortunately,
it went out.
Mukhang lumabas eh. Parang yung basketball na shoot mo na, pero biglang lumabas. And if you go to an arcade ride, pag nangyari yun, biglang mag-bounce back tapos tama sa ulo mo. So, highly unfortunate there. And it really goes to show Symbol is always a symbol of victory there for Team Hashira. Joko though in the meantime, Bladestorm muna dyan with the Sheriff. That has to be the 1-2 punch that he loves to play on. And peeking against Himiko, avoiding the Rolling Thunder. Does get spotted by the Dark, and Himiko will get that kill.
Really good presence of mind there from Himiko. And location revealed. EJ takes down CMS here.
Hashira with a really good momentum swing for them. At si Symbol, linabas lang niya yung Dragon. Makakadalawa kagad siya. Alam mo talaga yung animation ng Dragon, it actually gets in the way a little bit. And you think that you can't shoot your gun because it's alive, right? Pero hindi. Sabi ni Symbol, makakapatay siya ng dalawa. Mabilisan lang. Swap gun, get those kills. Shotgun, buda-buda talaga. Hashira right now, up by 3 after momentum swinging heavily in their favor.
You know, we all have our skin preferences here and there, especially the skins with the VFX. But a lot of top tier players strangely prefer the dragon skin, probably because of the audio cue that it gives. Parang it makes it feel a bit more accurate. It's a bit of a placebo, but
it's really loud. That's for sure. It's very impactful.
I don't know. I like it, dude.
Ito Subversive, you know, running Nobu right now in the roster. Mukhang stand-in gaming talaga para sa Subversive ngayon. And he's been doing a pretty good job on the Reyna so far. For Hashira answering back every single time. Tingnan natin though, if Subversive is adjusting the roles accordingly to fit in Nobro in their roster, CMS has to do a little bit better on the darts here to help them out. Kasi Hashira ngayon, kanina pa sila naghahanap ng paraan para lang makahanap ng pitas, nakahanap ng konting stun. At ito na si Himiko na naman malayuan. And again, he is just so on point. Opens up A side para si Youngport. Kanina nag-clutch ang habit ng Sheriff. Magulat nilang si Himiko dyan. Ito si Foods, tago dahil doon sa kadiliman talaga ng mga blind. At papapatay pa rin niya si Symbol doon.
That was a good attempt here, but EJ takes down Foods. It's going to be a 3v2. And I was discussing with a few of the members on why Breach is such a powerful agent, because it can really funnel certain agents and really set up for your team to let them frag out.
Yeah.
It's a really great setup agent.
It really is, and it's all up to the setup. As we said, here we go with Youngport though, dropping on down with the Reyna. Pero hindi lang sila patay. Hindi lang sila makagalaw. Hindi lang sila na-stun. Lahat na lang talaga. Vim, wala na magagawa ang Subversive doon. And Hashira will do it again. 4-round advantage for them.
Very impressive performance by Hashira so far. Especially on the attack, it's no easy task to, you know, attack against such an agent composition as SVR is doing right now. It's pretty standard, but it has all the tools you need to find all the info to basically set up a proper defense, right?
Yung ginagawa ng Hashira ngayon rin is they're always getting the intel that they need to allow Rabbit to do what he does best. So para sa Hashira ngayon, they really master how to play the Breach as a team, and they've been rewarded for it in the full PH scene because of their know-how so far. But it looks like B is going to be the order here for Hashira, as they are going to go for the split push and already taking a bit of control in front of the hookah.
Napakaganda talaga yung Breach over at B. It's just so easy to flash. It's super basic. All you have to do is flash onto elbow, flash onto backside, using that tin can to your advantage as well. And it's pretty much a no-brainer to push B as a a Breach.
Yeah, Breach is just one way to really set up onto a site. But speaking of the site, it is going to be Subversive giving up A yet again. And EJ even catching out CMS mid-transition. Has been the best game here for CMS. And he is looking to do a little bit better, as Nobru will go down as well. Hashira in the meantime trying to make this happen. And Foods, unfortunately, huli siya ni Himiko. Hashira right now at the right place, at the right time. At kahit nasabi natin ang Subversive is a team to watch out for, kahit naka-sheriff lang sila, it's just not working this time. Hashira with the comeback, with basically the streaks and preventing the comeback from Subversive from happening.
Hashira looking very on point right now. Very dominant performance. 2-7 in favor of Hashira, of course. Nobru having a bit of a difficult time here. 1-9 on the scoreboard. Top frag right now, EJ. 10-5.
Yeah.
Now, let's see him make a play with the showstopper here. Now, ang ganda ng ginagawa ng Hashira, no? They try to commit to a site, and then they realize that SVR has given up a site completely. And then they rotate there. That's the no-brainer. When nobody's there to defend the site, that's where you plant.
Kung walang depensa, di sige, punta lang tayo dyan. And you know, Nobru kanina had a pretty okay start, but then it kind of fell apart for him. He's just been unable to get the first kill that he's been looking for. And I really feel like the chances of Subversive will completely change if that happens. Unang patay talaga para sa Reyna ang pinamahirap. Pero ngayon mukhang si Joko nag-operate na. Labas na nila yung rifle, labas na nila yung mga sightlines. At tingnan natin dito kung kaya nga makahuli nung Jet, kasi mukhang it's showstopper time. EJ actually blowing up CMS there inside of the hookah. And yet again, we see the Sova die first.
I mean, that's a very, very critical kill. When you disable the Sova for the opposite team, you know, that's parang mawawalan sila ng info game, but Foods takes down EJ in return.
Yeah, when you leave Foods alive and he's on a site, then you already know he's very efficient at getting those refrags, getting those kills out of nowhere. And a while ago we saw a neural theft that was at the end of round. This time we get it at the start of this setup. Percy Joko, bulag na naman si Rabbit ang makakapatay sa kanya with just a good real push. Foods in the meantime trying to make the camera work. He just buys time for himself to go for the fight here. At ito na si Himiko. Percy Foods naman makakahold, baiting it out a little bit with the Cypher Cage. Percy Rabbit, narinig niyo yung sound na yun. It's all up to Youngport again. 1v3 ngayon para sa Subversive.
Diligently checking those corners. Takes down Jeremy though. And unfortunately, he's just outnumbered.
Too many guns.
Pero yun talaga yun, no? Yung sagot sa operator. Especially if, you know, an operator is holding down that angle, locking down showers especially. You have a breach, you know, you have Rabbit on that breach. All he has to do is flash and then go in. So his teammates set up for those trades, those quick refrags, and you know, job done. operator down. There's really not much to it. Countering an operator, all you have to do is breach.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Flashes are on point. Fault line makes you on scope, so you can't really use the operator to the best degree.
That's a very good point.
Hashira right now, up by 6. Subversive really needs to get some momentum back in their favor, and they need to use their duelist to get that initial pick to help them in the first place. Versus Rabbit already on the A site, at mukhang nag-smoke pa si Youngport para lang mamatay. Ito na daw si Subversive na naman. Ayan na naman si Foods. Kanina pa siya consistent para sa team ng defense, para lang makapatay ng iba. Nobro in the meantime really struggling to get those shots, but eventually gets rid of Symbol and does get the first Devar in this set.
Looks like Foods has been able to secure Vyminal. See if he can pull off a very tall order here.
At least si Nobro ngayon, he found a little bit momentum. Can he actually continue on with the Vandal in hand? Pero habang naghihintay talaga ang Hashira ngayon, so spam muna nila yung smoke. Kita muna doon at si Nobro pa rin mamamatay. So unfortunate kasi si Himiko, spam lang niya para mapatay si Foods. Pero maglalakad lang bigla ang ating Reyna para matutok talaga yung bala na yun. And there you go. Hashira is up by 7 right now, Vim.
Man, this is a really unexpected outcome so far. Hashira being such a dominant force in this match. Now, this is the last round of the first half, and we have 2 ultimates online for SVR. For Hashira, we got a Rolling Thunder and Hunter's Fury. I wouldn't be surprised if they go all in and open up a side with the Hunter's Fury or perhaps the Rolling Thunder here.
Yeah, Earth and Lightning. Just Storms heed my call here, and Subversive right now gonna not only get stunned but also blinded inside the hookah. Hunter Fury there, but Foods yet again with the sneaky little lurk inside the hookah itself. Goodbye to 1. Joko also making the operator count. Jeremy Doak does catch out the Cypher. Nobu trying to peek, but Jeremy is there again. And you know, from bad to worse here for Mr. Nobru. He's having a really tough time, but Joko again impressive on the operator, making this 3v2. But that's a perfect stun, and the scope will still count. He lines it up, gets that takedown. Subversive. These guys need to go to the casino afterwards because that's a lucky shot right there.
That is pretty astonishing. I'm not gonna lie. Symbol though, a 1v3 situation. Let's see if we can make this work.
Kanina clutch niya, pero ngayon hindi mangyayari kasi CMS, pag hindi siya napapatay, kaya niyang pumatay. At there you go, Subversive. At the very least, just getting that last round for them to break the momentum. 3-9 tayo dito, pero ang Hashira talaga, kontroladong nila yung things like B-site dahil to sa breach at sa raise. And I'm very scared for Subversive right now.
Are we seeing the breach difference here? Again, we've been saying so many times like how important the breach pick is for any agent composition and pretty much any map. But, you know, grabe talaga yung value that Rabbit has brought to the table, especially denying that operator control from SVR. Diba? Wala kang magagawa kahit anong distansya mo sa, for example, sa shower or sa hookah. You know, even if you have those angles locked down, it's just nullified by that 10-year flash.
Yeah, it really just goes to show that that breach utility has just been tuned to the maximum level.
I really think they should bring it back down to 2 flashes. Not gonna lie.
3 flashes just suffering. But hey, you know, at least breach is played. So we'll see if any changes into the near future will happen for that agent. Pero ngayon, ang change talaga, ang makikita natin, ang Subversive ang umatake Hashira on the defense. And they're actually playing the breach as well as the raise on a slide. So they're looking to spam things down, get the stun into the nade combo here and now. Versus CMS, naghihintay muna sa Mihoka. Meron siya mga lineup in the first place. Kasi ito na yung recon bolt. Ingat muna ang Hashira though, because they don't want to get caught out mid-transition.
Yep. CMS and the rest of SV are now aware that multiple of Hashira's agents have rotated to B side on the defense connector. Symbol takes a 2K right there.
Oh, Hashira gonna be able to 3 overall. Foods though in the meantime still so reliable. And you know that's 4v1 actually because the numbers are in favor of Hashira here. Ipit na naman si Foods. Parang siya yung nagde-depensa dito sa B side. Pero the lineup ng Hashira, they go for the firing squad and they are in complete control of this game with a 7-round lead.
I mean, it wasn't like a flawless round, but like, I mean, it was flawless in sort of the way Hashira has executed that. Just a really brilliant retake right there.
Yeah, just they rotate accordingly. Subversive doesn't really do anything to try and open up the site. And right now, you can see there's a little bit of that iffiness here from Subversive because they're trying to do something and it's just not working out because of their slower play. So for Subversive, if they do want to figure out what to really do, they need to explode on the site with the Jet and the Reyna.
Yeah, kasi tinan mo how Hashira is playing, no? And in a map like Bind, ito yung napakahirap sa attacking phase. Pag yung kalaban mo, sobrang restrained sila in a sense na they really don't overextend and they don't peak. How can you open up a site like that?
How can you?
You can't. So that's what they're doing right now. They're really playing their advantage that the burden is on SVR's shoulders.
Yeah. Subversive kanina, kino-confident game na nga nila eh. At mukhang ito na si Symbol ang mamamatay kay Joko. And this is what I was talking about. If Joko can do things like this, Subversive is gonna be in a better spot. Right. They need someone to have those fangs. They need someone to actually go for the push. And Subversive getting a little bit more confidence because of what Joko is doing. Pero ito na si Jeremy, tago muna sa corner. Kita niya yung Recon bot. Ito na kagad ang swing. At si Foods ang yung fork makakapatay. Subversive right now looking for the comeback. Si EJ daw, mapapatay na naman niya si Nobru dalo sa boombot. At ito na talaga, ipit si EJ dito sa gitna. Si Joko na naman ang makakapatay. And Subversive will do it. They needed that one desperately, Vim. At mukha talaga dalo sa Jet. Nagawa nila yun.
Spectacular shots from Joko and a beautiful double peak from CMS and Foods. Doing it for SVR. They are still in the running. The score is 4-10 in favor of Hashira. But the time is nigh for a momentum shift. Let's see if Hashira can do something to adapt and sort of stifle the momentum of SVR.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to say the least. But right now, we got Himiko gonna be looking to set up yet again with those Cypher Traps. A site here for Team Hashira. Going for the push onto the shower. Per kita kagad sila. Subversive anticipating the aggression. And they spot that Rabbit and Himiko trying to go for the aggro plays here and now.
Kita mo talaga yung priority ng team sa top. Oh my gosh!
Rabbit! Tatlo kagad ang makakuha niya doon at mukhang hat-trick muna dito mga sir para sa Team Hashira. Subversive in the meantime left with the two remaining members here between Joko and Young Pork. At gipit talaga sila sa sulok na ito. Hashira as of the moment getting the spike down on the ground and taking control of this spot.
I was gonna say, I was gonna comment on how SVR has prioritized getting those orbs because, you know, they really need those ultimates in every bit of advantage they can get. But it is, at the end, a very risky move.
Way too risky right there. And, you know, Hashira, though, making risks wonderful in the first place. We saw Rabbit get that value. Even though now he's down, he's just going to be looking to find a little bit more for his team. Because this is Joko right now pushing on forward. Shower take might be in order. Joko gets rid of Himiko, but EJ is there to swing it out again. And Hashira now up by 7. But what a shot there from Mr. Rabbit.
Grabe.
Look at that. How effective the flash really is inside the shower. At pag malapitan at sobrang tight yung mga corridors, alam mo na. There we go with the taps on the 2. And he spams it down to get the 3rd kill.
That was just unbelievable. So much value off that Sheriff, and of course, that flash onto Shower. Talagang nag-line up pa ang tatlong agent ng SVR. Very, very unfortunate for them. But Rabbit just doing it for his team.
Doing it indeed. And here we go though, yet again. We'll see how this one is gonna work para sa Hashira kasi si EJ at si Rabbit nagtulak lang dali dito sa pilong. And there we see the aggressive plays from Hashira working out in their favor. But then patay kagad ang Subversive and match point immediately here for Team Hashira.
Napakaganda ng pinapakita ng Hashira dito. Very common textbook strategy ang B-long aggression. But they haven't done it the entire game. And that was actually a good time to pull it up. And very, very unexpected from the side of Hashira. Even I wasn't expecting they were going to go for a B-long aggression, despite seeing their blocking. It really worked out well for them. Let's see how we're going to play out this upcoming round.
I mean, they just went for it, right? And they just decided to destroy the opposition. And Subversive, even though this team is one of the stronger teams we've seen in the scene, Hashira is just making this look like child's play here and now. Ito si Himiko, though, trying to hide by the cubby. Bigla siya matatamaan ng bala, trying to get on away. EJ, though, in the meantime, sticking around by the market. And Hashira right now is really tightening up the noose here against Team Subversive.
Absolutely. Himiko takes down CMS. And looks like Joko will be doing something sneaky here. Takes down Himiko in return.
Yeah, Joko will be able to get that kill. Simple though in the meantime with the refrag. And Nobru gonna be there as well. Si Jerry Vito, tago muna sa may lamps. Papatayin ni si Joko. Nobru will be able to get the refrag there. And there go with Rabbit. And Nobru popping off. But he will explode into bits and in a piece. Because there we go with Hashira wrapping it up with a showstopper. 13-4. Who'd expect a scoreline like that?
That was totally unexpected. But, you know, hats off to Hashira for, you know, exhibiting such a dominant performance. Nobru, valiant effort in trying to clutch that out, but perhaps a dismiss would have been in order instead of that devour at that very moment.
Hashira, look at that. It's a trade frag after trade frag, and Nobru really trying to do his job there. Finally getting a good round for himself, for sadly, it's just a little too late, and there we have it. Hashira will move on to the next round. Subversive, mahulog sila doon sa lower bracket. And I gotta say, para sa team Subversive ngayon, mukhang nahirapan sila sa adjustments having Nobru into that roster. CMS on the Sova, Nobru unable to really do the best thing that he can do so far. At even though we saw the flashes of greatness there from Subversive, hindi pa rin kasing consistent na pinakita ng Hashira ngayon.
Yes, absolutely. But they are going to go to the lower bracket, and let's see if they can bounce back from them. But Hashira, I mean, let's talk about that performance. It's just incredible performance, especially the value that Rabbit brought to the table using that breach. We've been talking about it, we've been hyping it up even before the match started. It just goes to show, you know, how powerful and how much of a difference a breach can make.
Yung nga sinasabi natin, diba, yung breach difference, it is just such a big game changer in the first place. And I gotta say right now, for Team Hashira, pinakita talaga nila kung paano gamitin yung agent na yun to the best degree. Intel for confirmation, and then basta alam nila kung saan pwede mag-set up yung breach, Rabbit is there to do it again. And pinakamagandang example na yung ginawa niya sa shower. Fault line and flashes, and then just taps like crazy. It was such a good way there for Team Hashira to make a statement, and ngayon pinakita talaga nila kung paano gawin yun. Subversive in the meantime, adjustments were there, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. And even though we saw Foods just become impressive with some of the anchor play,
consistent as ever.
Parang nakapatay pa rin siya no matter what. Basta siya yung lone survivor, it still didn't lead to scorelines. Kahit Sheriff gameplay pa naman ang ating Team Subversive, it wasn't enough to beat back Hashira. And what else? Hashira, these guys looking really strong with their Intel gameplay, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were playing pretty spread out in their positioning and their attack protocol, and you know, pretty much taking space in each lane. And even if you gather info, you know someone's there, right? But you don't know where they're going to commit at any point in time. And you know, their autonomy as a team is just so hard to counter. Alam natin sobrang, you know, Joko is very deadly on the operator. Pero kaya siya i-nullify ng breach ni Rabbit eh. So napakahirap talaga.
Linusab lang nga, diba? And you know, Rabbit is crazy with those pushes. Himiko though, I like what he did with the Cypher Cages and the Tripwires. He's working together with his Sova, Mr. Symbol, just really getting all the intel and shooting through the veil and getting those takedowns. But there, Hashira will move on to round number 4. Ang alam ko dito guys, sa upper bracket natin, yung manalo ka sa round number 4, pasok ka na sa ating group stage. Ang top 4 natin sa upper bracket at ang top 2 natin sa lower bracket ang move on para sa next week's playoffs to join Brent Esports as well as AG Nefaris. And Hashira is just one step away from doing that. Absolutely solid stuff. Pero guys, alam mo nyo ano pa solid ang giveaway natin dito sa KDR series. Don't forget na may goodies tayo from Globe at Home, from Legion Philippines, at syempre galing sa XSplit. Ano naman yun mga Mr. Vim? Ano mga pwede makuha ng audience natin?
So for GCash, the GCash giveaway, we have 3 winners of 500 pesos each worth of GCash credits. And of course, you can use those GCash credits to purchase in-game Valorant items. And for Legion naman, they are giving away a beautiful H300 gaming headset. And, you know, previously, nagbigay sila ng mouse, nagbigay sila ng keyboard, and ngayon, bibigay sila ng headset. So, complete peripheral set from our Legion Lenovo sponsor. Very generous. And, of course, 5 premium XSplit licenses worth 3 months each. So, again, ang XSplit, you know, kakalabas lang nila ng very recent update, XSplit 4.0, and sobrang daming features, guys. It is the most intuitive streaming software. And even before we started working with XSplit, I've been using XSplit since 2017. And it really is the most intuitive streaming software out there. So
go, guys.
Really cool
I
giveaways.
love it. And that is going to be the instructions down below here. Like and share the post. Don't forget to use the hashtag so we can find you there in the first place. Public para kita rin namin. And if you are watching on Twitch right now, just hop over to facebook.com/foundph.gg to join the giveaway. And you can stand a chance to win one of the 3 goodies from our amazing sponsors. So there you go. That's our giveaway here in the KDR series. Every single day, may mga panalo talaga dito sa ating tournament na ito. At grabe talaga, nakatatlong matches na kagad tayo dito sa upper bracket film. Gotta ask, which one has been your favorite so far?
My favorite so far has been pretty much the match on Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg was just such a textbook performance, and their evolution as a team here in the KDR tournament series alone. I mean, that was really impressive to see, and it was just such a treat to see a team come back stronger than ever here in the wildcards. I mean, this is why we have the wildcards.
Oo nga, diba?
And
May
it's just
second chance, may second
a
week.
second chance.
At alam mo dito sa second chance na to, may second chance ka pa. Kung talo ka today, may bukas ka pa. Kasi Saturday and Sunday talaga ang galawan natin dito. Upper bracket muna, tapos lower bracket bukas. Gotta say though, my favorite has to be the Defiant versus Puyat one because we saw some very, very different antics that we
Right.
don't usually see, especially from Defiant. They were just
Double smoke.
all about double smoke, all about looking to play the walls and everything. I was like, what is this gameplay? Malayuan, mababaril talaga at mapapatay nila ang kalaban nila. So, pretty solid stuff right there. Pero mukhang ano pa ang solid ngayon, meron tayong winners na kagad sa
Okay.
unang giveaway natin sa mga XSplit license. And do the honors, Mr. Vim, sino ang panalo ng ating premium licenses courtesy of XSplit?
Okay, for the XSplit license, we have Jericho Nuneza, John Patrick Yandok, Henry Ortiz, John Lord Alejo, and Jonel Alcris Reyes. Congratulations, you guys got 3 months worth of expert premium license each. Now again, XSplit 4.0 is, packed with a ton of powerful features, including XSplit VCAM. So guys, especially para sa ating mga winners, kung meron kayo mga online classes, it's super fun to replace your background and just have fun with your your class. Maybe play a prank or two on your prof. But yeah, I mean it works with just about any software, and you can do literally anything with it. Just be creative. XSplit VCAM and XSplit 4.0.
Can't go wrong with any of those options. So congrats, Len, to our winners, Jericho Loneza, John Patrick Yandok, Henry Ortiz, John Lord Alejo, and Janelle Alcris Reyes. Yung mga maging future streamers ang mga winners natin. So alam
Pwede
nila,
rin.
dito talaga ang simula sa May XSplit. So we will be right back, guys, for our, I believe, our last match of the day. Round
Yes,
number
sir.
4, gonna be a decider. And whoever we broadcast, we already know that who wins that will move on to the playoffs next week to join Bren as well as AG Nefaris. So you guys are tuning on into the KDR tournament series, the Wildcards, and we will be right back after these messages.